It's okay to be gay, let's rejoice with the boys in the gay way.
So I was gonna make this video a bit later, like in around March or so, since that was the original goal date for myself, getting max experience on Ironman. But you know, I decided to make this update now, just kind of get it out there. Granted, I probably would have gone around this time of year anyways, since game updates kind of make the game faster. But you know, knowing how lazy I am, this probably won't go up till March anyways. But yeah, what exactly have I done? Well, let's just say the fun part. I invested all the money into stocks. I didn't make anything crazy on it in the first, what was it, 14, 15 months. But then in May of 2017, last year, I got into Bitcoin, and I invested all the money that I had in my stocking account, Robinhood, my checking account, savings account, just went balls deep. Every last time I just fucking put it into Bitcoin. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. To see exactly where that all went. Let's see how well this works out. So, let's see, it's a little over, a little under 26. Can't really see the number, but that says 404,390. But yeah, I mean, it almost did reach 500,000 a little bit ago when it was creeping towards 20,000 there. It may have hit 500,000. I just never personally saw it, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, I guess it probably did have 500,000, but I just never saw it because I hate myself. But yeah, anyways, I really don't give a shit what the future price is gonna be, because right now it's crashing a bit, but who cares? I think it's gonna be worth a lot more than 20,000. It's not gonna matter to me until I retire, anyways. So, we'll see 500,000 again, probably in about 2 months. Like knowing Bitcoin, it just fucking crashes a bit and then it's with a lot more and just fucking keeps going. Bitcoin's fucking stupid. So no, it's not like I went out and wasted on some bullshit. I mean, I'm not like the type of person who does that. I hardly spend my own fucking money. I'm very frugal. I mean, hell, after a year, I still had my 1996 200 SX after I cashed on RS. I had it for, solid 15 months. I mean, after that, I did go out and buy myself a Tesla Model S, P100D. Nah, just kidding. I went out and bought a fucking Prius. Close enough, right? So I feel like I never really made it clear why I made the decision that I made, just giving up, just cashing out, just taking it and leaving, and just quitting the game, really. It's just the money wasn't really anything significant. It was, just the last push that I needed to get out there. So the thing is, like, ours for me was always a friend game. Like, it was a very social game for me. It was something I played with friends. I mean, I'd sit there on TeamSpeak, Skype, Discord was getting there towards the end, but it wasn't a game that I played for self-interest or anything. It was just a game I played with friends. And especially the beginning of Ironman was great for that. We met so many great people. We did so many things together, discovering the game together, and I tried comparing, like the post max, the things where everyone started doing their own thing, to when I played main account. But it just wasn't the same. For example, Dungeoneering, that's like one that really it kind of got me there. Because, getting to on Dungeoneering, my main account was so much fun. I met so many great people. I made such great times. It was so much fun for me. And just to kind of solo all of that and just not have that same feeling I had, just kind of made me realize that this just wasn't going to be the same anymore. And like a lot of my friends who I played with over the past couple of years, or even those that I met during Ironman, just stopped playing, moved on with their lives, played other games or whatever. And it just, like, I'd sit there on TeamSpeak or Discord or Skype, and they'd be playing other games and just laugh and have a great time. And I'm like over here just going, yeah, I'm just doing Dungeoneering. Like, yeah, this is so much fun. Haha, look at me. Because that's what I was experiencing when I was doing my main account. We're screwing around, having fun, just fucking with each other. It was great. And like I said, I just really realized it just wasn't the same game anymore. But also, it wasn't just the game either. It was what I was experiencing in real life. Because when Iron Man came out, I was 19, I was working a shitty deli job, and I was, pretty much a year into the real world, pretty much. And it just, like most young adults go through when they finally go out on their own, that I realized that life just wasn't going to go the way I wanted it to. It was a lot harder. It hit me hard. It really did. I was fully independent from my parents. I was just working all the time and money struggles, and it just wasn't what I expected. And it made me really depressed, and I used RS as a getaway. And towards the end there, it wasn't that situation anymore. I had a great job at that point. I had plenty of money. I had great friends. I had a great coworker, great boss, but I devoted so much time to RS that it felt like it was just holding me back. I mean, I'd go out and hang out with friends maybe like 2 or 3 times a month. It just wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. Um, and like I said, I started drifting away there. I quit like 2 or 3 times before I finally made a decision. Um, so to me, it wasn't that surprising that I made the decision. I mean, as I said, all my friends moved on. Wanted to hang out with new friends that I made from work, and I just wanted to focus on work and go back to school and focus on this great stuff. And I just didn't want to have RS hold me back anymore. But yeah, and then like one big thing that was for me as well was when Dre decided to do the same thing, when he decided to move on with his life and do his own thing. I kind of sat there going, you know what? Like, he made the right decision. He wanted to focus on himself. He wanted to focus more on school. He wanted to focus more on this health stuff. He wanted to get more healthier things than spending, you know, his entire day on playing RS. I mean, even though I didn't play that much, I mean, I played, probably 6, 8 hours a day in my own, like, home, pretty much. Because I did play quite a lot during work. Um, but it still was just too much. It just wasn't what I wanted to do anymore, man. I didn't expect this being doing this, when I was a kid and I was imagining myself being 21. I didn't think that I'd be sitting there playing RS all day. Because I started playing RS when I was 9. And if you told me when I was 9 that I'd be playing this, even though I didn't play it in high school, but if you told me that when I was 21 I'm going to be sitting there playing RS all day, yeah, I wouldn't have been too happy about that. And that's exactly what I was going through. Um, but yeah, so then Q Invention coming out, and I had all that. I kind of figured out that incandescent energy was going to go up. Didn't think it would go that much. I kind of hoping it was like a 50% or even a double. But it went up 4 times. It went from like 104 to like 400 to 500, I want to say. It went up a ridiculous amount. And so I made that joke video. And then after that joke video, I got a major gold seller messaging me, hey, you want to sell that? I'd be offered to buy that for you for a decent price. And he told me the price. It was a little over 21,000, and I'm like, yeah. Like, I didn't really hesitate. I just pulled the trigger. Um, and then, yeah, 2 or 3 days later, I was sitting there doing dungeoneering. I was doing divination on my alt accounts, and I was on Skype with a friend of mine, and I just got logged out all of them. And I had no issues talking to my friend on Skype, so I knew that moment. I was just like, didn't bother trying to log in again. I knew what happened, and I was like, oh, all right. Opened up GTA 5, started playing with them for the rest of the night, and it was fun. I felt, just a big weight come off my shoulders, and yeah, I don't regret it at all. I'll tell you that. So to finish this up, I want to do something that I haven't done since I stopped playing Ironman. I mean, no reason in particular. It's just, I guess I just didn't give a shit. And I realized a few months ago, I was like, wow, I really haven't looked at the Ironman high scores yet. So I guess right now would be perfect time since this video is pretty much, because I would have been max XP at this point. So let's see where I'd be ranked. It could be honestly, like, legitimately, like, I could be ahead of what I thought it'd be, or behind because you can real life situations or game updates that speed up skills. For a big example that I saw, a recent update was this crystal skill choppas. I mean, Hunter was going to be one of my last skills to do. I mean, like fishing and cooking because the divine locations were definitely my last one. Um, and then woodcutting and construction were around there as well because construction is just shitty. And obviously, like, a lot of people leave that till the end. But yeah, Hunter was gonna be like one towards the end was probably the very last one, because I just felt there was no point for it. And Crystal Skull Champas set up a lot for it. But yeah, let's see where I would rank. So let's just say January 1st. Let's just say that. But so let's see here. Okay. So I can put up a screenshot here. So it seems like Iron Soren and Soccer Mom. So pretty much a lot of familiar names are on here. Yeah, like most of the people on here are very familiar. I'm kind of interested that like the lowest is 2.6 billion. Like that's quite low, really. Huh. I mean, it is Iron Man. I mean, not a lot of people do play Iron Man. Uh, but yeah, so I probably would have been first then, if that was the case. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my $500,000 in Bitcoin and everything else I've accomplished past 2 years. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, so it's kind of it's just weird to say goodbye to a game that I played since I was 9. But, I mean, these past 2 years have been pretty great to me. I mean, I've been able to accomplish so many things that I didn't think I would be able to. And I've definitely have a lot of, real goals set myself for the next few years. I definitely have some, like, real plans going for myself. And, I wouldn't, if I did it all over again, I would do it the same. The memories I had, the experiences I made, uh, the things I did learn quite a few things from ours as well, which is weird to say, because most games you don't learn shit. You just play them for fun. But yeah, like the money management, learning how to merge and how economies work, really helped me a lot. Um, so yeah, I definitely don't regret it at all. So it was fun while it lasted. I just definitely feel like I went on with it for a bit too long. But at least I got out of it positively. Um, and yeah, and that's it. I mean, there's the end. So, I hope you enjoyed these past few years, even though I've been kind of absent the past two, besides random videos that I get bored and put them up there. But, yeah, so